Sending deal. Find out in a couple of seconds. It says it's working. Yes.
Yeah, it popped up.
Yeah, we're like, okay. Welcome to, sorry about the radio thing, but this happens. Welcome to Shooting the Shit episode 191, is it? 2? Is it 2? Is it 1?
I don't know. I never look.
You're meant to look.
How am I meant to look?
2.
That's not part of my job.
It's 2. So I'll
No,
have
it's not. You're just making that up now.
It's 192. It's 192.
Okay.
I'm not, I just looked. So tell me that I'm making up. So what? I'm just making it up. No, not. No, I'll need to fix it when the upload it because the recording's on 91, and that's how I got confused.
Terrible, cat. Terrible.
The recording for the radio is on 91 when it should be on 92. Anyway, everything looks good. Everything right. So, like, what's happened is Restream has changed the way it works, right? So, I have to figure it out, and I've figured it out now, because last week was a mess. This week was a bit different. Not quite a mess, but it was still a mess, because it doesn't work the way it used to. And I've just figured that portion out as well. So, at any rate, I've now figured it all out, so that's fine. Anyway, to start off, because like gaming and stuff, Shadow Warrior 2 is free on GOG for the next 48 hours, which is wrong because this was a day ago. So if you're quick, you can get it because it's the next day. So when's that? That's Saturday. So at some point on Saturday I'll probably stop being free, but it's a really good game and it's well worth a playthrough. It's the second game of the Shadow Warrior, the new Shadow Warrior ones. In fact, I remember I told everyone I was pre-ordering this because the first one was that brilliant, which I did, and I got it, and it is brilliant, and it's got 4-player co-op, and it's free. I mean, it's a really good game for free. Like, it was well worth the money I paid for it, and I got it like pre-order, so really good. And you go about and you chop shit up with samurai swords and shoot shit, and like, yeah, it's good. You jump about and the guy is pretty funny. Like the Wang guy does jokes and stuff. It's quite good. And it's free, so you should tell everyone that's got a PC that's pretty good at running games, because it's like it's quite late. It's like 2006 it came out, and it's quite it's not an easy game to run. So yeah, anyone that's got a good PC, in fact, even if you don't and you're going to upgrade later, you should just log on to GOG and just grab it anyway. It's a free game. Like, why would you not just like make an account and then grab it? So that's something you can tell your boyfriend. He's got a free game there for his PC, and it's really quite good. I think he would like it, and he likes shooter games.
He might. Yeah. I think he does, because he does play, like, he's played like a couple of shooter games, but
well, even if he doesn't, it's free, so he's not losing anything.
Free. You could try it out, yeah.
And it's really fun. It's good graphics. It's really fun. You get like mad weapons. You can like do jumps from high heights and not get damage, and you can just jump on people's heads and like start chopping them up with samurai swords and shit. And you get loads of guns. Like, you get a gun that's like Well, I talked to you about this before. There's a gun that was shaped like a penis.
Yeah, I do remember you telling me about that. I
Yeah.
do, because I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, that's the game. That's
It's like
basically.
that's this game. That's a must-get game now. How
Yeah.
can you not get a game with a gun that's shaped like a penis?
And it's free.
It's free.
Exactly. No, the whole game's full of like that slapstick comedy stuff. And yeah, so like the one guy's an asshole, but he knows he's an asshole, and the one guy is your main character. He's an asshole, but he knows he's an asshole, but it's a funny asshole. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. You just have to like, yeah. So like, say when he finds the gun that's shaped like a penis, he's like, well, I knew demons' dicks were big, but this is ridiculous. Like, stuff like that. So, yeah. And then he, like, chats up the demon women and stuff. And then he's like, they're like, nah, you're not man enough for me. And he's like, why don't we find out? Shit like that. And then just go, that'd be, like, one of the boss characters or some shit. Yeah, it's good, though. And it's based in like the 80s sort of action hero type thing. It's like basically you're the guy that just goes in and beats the shit out of everything. So yeah, really good for free and worth a playthrough, for definite. And it's got 4-player co-op, so there's no end to the action. And they do like Christmas updates and stuff sometimes, like Christmas maps. It starts snowing and stuff at Christmas. At least it did the last time I was playing it.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, for free. Yeah, but definitely. Even if you don't have a GOG account, just make one and grab it. Definitely. So that's free for 40 hours. So I thought I'd tell everyone that because it's awesome. It's an awesome game. The first one's good too. The first one is, I would actually say the first one's better than the second, apart from like the second has multiplayer and stuff. So, yeah. I did like the first one because it was a massive sort of bit of fresh air that we've never had for a while in first person shooters. Doesn't take itself seriously, which was fun. So it's just balls to the wall, shoot demons, rip their fucking heads off, chop them up, like that. And then this second one is the same, but you get more. It's more like of a grindy multiplayer type way to do it, because the way you level up's different and the guns are all different levels. You get different attachments to do different things on the guns. So like you would get like a poison thing and you can equip that to your gun, or you get a fire thing and you could do that to the gun and stuff like that. What I done was you get regenerative, it's like a vampire ability, whereas the so when you hit things with when you hit things with your well, I put it on the swords because I thought that was better, because you're up close and you're going to get hit. So I put the vampire thing on my swords, so like I can just sit there and just tank the big massive boss battles and shit, and just go choppy choppy and get health back, because the more you hit, the more damage you do, the more health you get. It's one of the things. So yeah, I just most of the time I just run around and chop shit up, because it's really fun. Because depending on where you move the mouse depends on where you chop. So if you're moving the mouse up, then you chop down the way. If you move the mouse down, you chop up the way, and then you've got left and right. So like it's quite fun. Like there's not just a default press the button and it does stuff. You've got to like sort of move the mouse a wee bit so that it does what action you want. Does that make sense? Like there's
Yes.
no, it's not just button bashing, it just goes chop chop chop. It's like if you sidestep or whatever, and you move the mouse a wee bit, then the sword goes sideways or up the way or down, like, and it's mad. You just run into a demon and go chommy chommy. You just move to swing the mouse about. It's pretty good. And then you've got big massive guns and bows and other crap. So yeah, it's really fun. Anyway, right, well, that's that done. We've done that. So I'll go into the Blizzard. See, I told you these articles are really small. There's not really much. So this is the president of Blizzard. He's stepping down because, I don't know. He stepped down from his position as president of Blizzard. The position will be filled by J. Allen Brack, new former executive producer of World of Warcraft.
But it didn't say why he was going to step down?
I don't know, I've not looked. Thanks to Mike as well. Wonderful showmanship and masterful job of building a truly extraordinary team. Epic Games and global community of beloved players. Blizzard is one of the very best game companies in the world, said Bobby Kotick, CEO of Activision Blizzard. Yeah, Kotick, you're a prick. I just... No, he is. He said he wanted to charge for bullets in games. That's that Bobby Kotick. That's why I remember that name. Yeah, he's
That's
like...
so dumb.
No, he was like... Because people were complaining about the microtransactions and shit, and he was like, hey, if I had my way, you'd be paying for bullets, you little shits. Basically. And
yeah.
It's like, yeah.
No, I remember, like, I remember that vaguely. I do.
Followed the announcement with another Alan Hadham, Blizzard's founder, and Ray Grisco. I don't know names. Blizzard's chief development officer would be joining Blizzard's executive leadership team. Following his announcement that he'd be stepping down, posted a blog post on the Blizzard's website. After many years of working with some of the industry's most talented people to create games and worlds you play in, I've decided it's time for someone else to lead Blizzard Entertainment. I will now serve as an advisor to the company I so love and admire. Jay is an inspiring leader who is showing unwavering commitment to Blizzard community in his 12 years at the company. Continued his leadership of World of Warcraft, leveraged his vision, creativity and commitment to quality, and together the rest of the dev team helped deliver an experience that is unprecedented in our industry. I couldn't be happier for Jay. I know that Blizzard will continue to make great games with him at the helm. Monroe is one of the original three co-founders of Blizzard back when it was still called Silicon and Synapse, and has been part of the company for the past 27 years. Under his leadership, the company has recently become the video game development giant responsible for creating critically acclaimed franchises like World of Warcraft, Diablo and Overwatch. To be fair, Overwatch isn't a franchise. Just saying. Like, to be a franchise, you would have to be more than one game.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, isn't there just one Overwatch?
Yeah. So basically what they're saying is, it should be Warcraft, right? Because World of Warcraft is part of the Warcraft ones. Diablo and StarCraft. That's the three that they should have mentioned. Overwatch shouldn't even be there, because that's new, and most of the guys that had anything to do with StarCraft, Warcraft or Diablo had nothing to do with Overwatch. It's a completely different team. Like, because all of them left. They've all left after, I think slightly after World of Warcraft, I think they all left. Like all the big guys that actually designed it most of them have left, so it's not the same company anymore, really. But well, he was, and now he's gone. So basically, Blizzard's not Blizzard anymore. Like, cause, like, well, they're not the same guys that made the games.
Do you think that it will go downhill from here then, or
it already has been?
Yeah, I know it's already been in downhill, but do you think like it'll take a real steep decline down now, or do you think it'll get better?
No, it's going to get worse. None of these fuckers know how to make games anymore. They've basically they've shoved Overwatch into the ground. It's dying. Diablo 3 was a fucking disaster until they had to fix it. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to any of their games anymore. I'm sort of just like, well, if it's good, I'll get it. And I only got Overwatch because it looked good, and I got it for like 15 quid. So it was like, fine, I'll try it. And I was like, oh, it's quite good actually. It's not bad, and it's a Blizzard game, so I was sort of like, it's a Blizzard game, it might be decent. And everyone was saying it was decent, and I seen it for like half price, and I was like, yeah, done then. And it's okay, but they keep changing it, and they keep fucking with the characters. Like, Mercy right now is like, you would think, right, she would be the healer, right?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
That's what she was.
Not anymore.
What is she now?
Well, she's still a healer, but she's not a good one. Like, she's the worst healer of all the healer class, right? She used to be the best healer because that was her job, right? But they've nerfed her so much that her healing isn't as even as good as the next healer in line, and that's
kind of dumb because she's like one of the top characters that people really like.
No, but they've nuked her healing so much that other characters are starting to be a better pick.
It's like at least when I think of Overwatch, I think the two people that come up to in my mind is like Tracer and Mercy.
Right.
I feel like their images are really attached to it, and that's who most people would think of.
Well, yeah, I would say so. Maybe. Yeah, I think they're the most popular too. Like, possibly they're the most popular ones. But then you've got Moira, who's new. See, they keep adding characters, right? So they have to fit it into like the gameplay and stuff. Moira now is actually heals more than Mercy does. Well, she heals the same as Mercy, but has more attack. Why would you choose Mercy? Right?
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? That's what's happening.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah. So unless you're really, 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 really good with Mercy, you'd pick Moira instead. The only thing Mercy's got going for her is our resurrect ability, which most of the time, unless you're sort of hidden out the way and kind of really quick with it, is fucking useless because it takes too long. Like, they've nuked it so much, they've basically nerfed her so much she's useless. So, I mean, that's the way it goes.
So does she just not get played very much anymore?
Not in the high ranks, not. The not if you're.
That's like, I don't even play the game, and I'm like exceedingly disappointed right now. And upset. Yeah. I'm not even a consumer of this game, and I'm upset about it.
Yeah, well, if you look at all the Mercy videos, they're all like, you need to fix her. Like, what you've done is, this is the reason why no one's using her anymore. Like, I still use her, because I just like quick playing stuff. I don't really give a shit. I just like playing her, because I know what I'm doing. But yeah, our resurrect ability is useless now, and that was our main. Our main thing was healing and resurrect, and they've changed how our resurrect works, and it's no longer useful. It's like, unless you're right behind and the fights move forward so that everyone's fighting over in the other bit and you've got time to resurrect someone. If you're in the middle of the fight, you can't res anyone. There's no point. You die. So the point in being a healer, because it takes 6 seconds to heal. It takes 6 seconds to resurrect, right? So if you're sitting there resing, you're dead if you're in a battle. So the best thing you can do is try and heal everyone, right? But our healing's been nuked. Our healings went from 60 to 50. So instead of like 60 a second, it's 50. It's now 50 a second. Our resurrect is 6 seconds. You're dead. If you're trying to heal someone in the middle of a battle, you're dead. It's like, there's no point. So you ignore the res because it's pointless, and you heal everyone, but your healing's also still shit. So the only other thing that she's got is her the amp ability, where you can like give them the other thing that she does is she ups your hit damage. So that's the only other thing. So healing and hit damage. So you have to be really quick on both of them and switch them like constantly. Which is fine. But the resurrect, her main point, is pointless. So yeah. It's like, nah. And everyone that complains about it gets shot down on the forums and says that the only thing you can do is play Mercy. But that's not true. Mercy's too easy to play. None of them could play Mercy properly. That's a problem. They really fucking annoy me. Because they're like, all she does is heal people. Yeah, but like, you don't just do that though. That's a shit Mercy. A Mercy can't just sit there and heal people, because that's not how it works. You've got to move about and look at everyone and watch everyone's health and watch what everyone's doing, and maybe someone's like not needing health but they need amped up because they're doing a good job at shooting people. Then you jump in there and you tune you make them hit more harder with that thing, and then you run to the next bit and you got to heal that one, and you got to heal another one, and then like a proper Mercy is all over the place, like making sure the fucking team's doing good. But the farms just are like, no, fucking noobs, the only thing you can play is Mercy. That's not true. You can play other ones. It's just Mercy keeps you active all the time. It's like, oh over there, that's why I kind of like it, because you're watching everything. Yeah, but I think any person that's never played Mercy at like trying to actually do it properly are just stupid, and they think it's not hard. It is fucking hard. I think she's one of the hardest characters, because the rest of them are, you've got a job, right? The rest of them are like, you don't need to be all over the place, because you've either got a defensive job, or you've got an attack job, or you've got like an assassin job, right? Like, so that's a lot easier, like, you know your job, whereas Mercy's job is to heal everyone and make sure they're all fine, and make sure you're in the right place at the right time, and so if you're healing someone and then someone over at the other side needs healed, you have to like sort of get there as fast as possible and try and fix it. Whereas the other guys are you're an assassin type, so you should be behind everyone, get behind the enemy and like jump about and fuck about, right? So you need less awareness of the map, so to speak. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, yeah.
I don't know how to explain it properly, but I know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so I would say to play a good Mercy, you have to know about what's going on fucking everywhere. Whereas if you're being a good other character, they've got more specific sort of area to deal with. Instead of like Mercy has to be fucking everywhere, and then people complain because you're not there because they fucked up somewhere else and it's all Mercy's fault. And then when Mercy actually does something, they're all like, oh, she needs nerfed because she's too strong. It's like, she's actually not. It's the player that's playing her that's actually really good with it. Like, I don't know. Anyway, right, Telltale
Yeah,
Games.
I gotta go make my food now.
Okay.
Food time for me.
Be quick. Run.
I try.
So Telltale Games. With no warning, seemingly, Telltale Games laid off the majority of staff in September, offering them no severance. It did, however, keep a skeleton staff of 25 people, which we told you last week, guys, that were said to be staying on for the foreseeable future. Just 2 weeks after word of the situation first broke, it appears that even those remaining staffers have now been let go. Former narrative designer Rachel Knoll shared the news on Twitter, writing, "Hey, remember how there was going to be a skeleton crew staying on for a while and I was part of it? Nah, just kidding. We all just got laid off too." A source confirmed the statement with GameSpot. Claims of mismanagement of Telltale have been around for some time, and no seem to reframe those allegations in a follow-up tweet saying, "I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. 80-hour crunch weeks, mismanagement of some of the industry's top talent, and those moments will be lost in time like tears in the rain." Oh, I don't know, is that mismanagement? Or is that you saying you would deliver something in time and then you can't? And then so you got to cross time? I don't know. No idea how that works. In a subsequent update, Noel clarified that it was her team, not everyone left Telltale who was let go. That there's still good people at the company. My team is done, she said. Prior to this, Noel had confirmed that she was among those still with the company, and that she was working on the remaining TTG project, The Walking Dead's final season. Second episode of 4 launched just as the layoffs took place. She was working on... Right, I need to start that again then. Working on the remaining TTG project. The Walking Dead's final season, second episode of 4, launched just as the layoffs took place, and it's been unclear if the remaining episodes would ever be completed. Looking at this, probably not. Telltale had previously suggested it's seeking to finish up the series, and on Friday the New York Comic Con Walking Dead creator Robert Kirkman offered some hope. To those who wanted to see the conclusion, stay tuned, he said. Everyone involved is trying to make sure Clementine's story is told. I'm not concerned at the moment with telling that story in the comics. The situation involving Telltale has been a confusing, messy one, as it outlined. As outlined in our timeline recapping its downfall, the sudden collapse has prompted a class action lawsuit from one of its now ex-employees. This latest development comes on the heels of a Kotaku report suggesting Telltale was looking to finish The Walking Dead using an outside studio that would temporarily hire at least some of Telltale's former employees. To be fair, I have no idea what's going on there. That is, well, if you were into the Telltale thing, which was good at the start, it's not so good now, but, like, yeah, finish it. I think they need to finish it. At any rate, we will say goodbye to YouTube, because it's about time we flipped off from there. So, go to arifradio.co.uk for the rest of the thing, or the Patreon, or whatever. So if you click the radio button, we're live there on arifradio.co.uk. So there you go. Bye, YouTubes.